If audible, we will start shortly and introduce the attendance slide.
Sure.
Everyone is requested to please mark their attendance from the slide right now, which is on your screen. I hope everyone has marked their attendance. Now we'll begin with our session. So, good evening, everyone. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you all to the online faculty development program on predictive analytics and optimization for industrial applications. We are gathered for yet another insightful session, and it is truly an honor to welcome our esteemed guest, Dr. Madhavi Vaidya. Madhavi Vaidya, PhD, is an academic and researcher with expertise in big data analytics, machine learning, Internet of Things, and natural language processing. She has previously served as an associate professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering at VESC Mumbai, India. She has also developed course content for Udemy and authored books, including RDBMS in depth, BPV publications, and information retrieval, Willy. Her contributions include over 20 research papers presented and published in national and international conferences and journals, as well as research chapters in Elsewhere and Springer. She has also written articles for ACM, IEE, and Developer IQ magazine. In today's session, she will be delivering a keynote talk on leveraging natural language processing for industrial applications, text, mine, text mining, sentiment analysis, and predictive modeling. Before that, I would like to request you all, please keep your mics and videos off until further notice. I now request Ms. Madhavi Vaidya to please take over this session.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me here and for giving me this opportunity. I hope I'm audible enough.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Okay, thank you so much. And I'll be sharing my screen. Give me a minute, rather a few seconds. Okay. I hope my screen is also shared, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the response. So my topic is leveraging natural language processing for industrial applications. By the way, I have sore throat, so please bear with my this type of sound uh, and voice. So I would be talking about text mining, sentiment analysis, and predictive modeling. I heard yesterday's session, and Sujata madam has taken really a great session yesterday, and she introduced you all to artificial intelligence and many more areas that cover under artificial intelligence. So maybe I will not be touching artificial intelligence, or I will be talking about it in a very superficial manner. Okay, so that I can go to the machine learning and then I can speak about the text mining more. So we can make this session interactive. You can stop me or maybe ask me the doubts. Whenever possible, I'll be checking or you can write it down in the chat. I will try to check the chats also. Just to introduce myself, I'm Dr. Madhavi Vaidya, done PhD in Computer Science and Engineering. I have been a full-time academician for 23-24 years in Mumbai, later on in Jodhpur. Now working as adjunct faculty to many universities, including Exeter College, UAE. Then I'm a researcher and a technical trainer to the corporates and um, to the academic institutions. So thank you very much for giving me this chance. We can get surely connected on LinkedIn. Uh, Give me 1 minute. I'll just pick it up. Okay. So objectives of my session are text mining. What is natural language processing? That is NLP. I'll be using NLP as the term now in the session. I hope that's okay. then role of NLP in industrial applications, and I'm going to talk to you all about the healthcare industry. Because it was really not possible to take many industries at a time and work upon them. And then overview of task, that is text mining, sentiment analysis, predictive modeling. I'll be taking a case study on, again, the healthcare industry. That's what I said. And the demonstration using Jupyter Notebook. So that's my plan. So if suppose you have participants, if suppose you have machines with you, you can have opened your Jupyter Notebook or maybe Python, any type of editor if you want to execute the things along with me later. Okay, so here what am I going to talk about is, firstly, I would like to just close my switch off my camera so that it would be better for me to have a good internet continuously. I hope that's okay. Then so here we are going to talk about the data first. So obviously we know that data is everywhere, and we really want to have it, and that's why we talk about big data and data analytics and data science and whatnot. Okay, so but then many a times we have seen that it is having full of errors. Then it is noisy data, partial information is given, and the most of the information is not seen properly. Okay, so we can have, and we might have the missing values, right? So when we are going to talk about this particular situation, okay, then that time we talk about the data analytics and visualization, right? So obviously there we talk about that analyzing the raw data to make conclusions about the information. Okay, and then it can be used by businesses. So I'm going to talk about the healthcare industry that I told you. So business can be the healthcare industry, because we have seen from COVID-19, this particular industry has got its own shape, and we are seeing that it has got a great importance. Obviously it was and it is there, but after COVID, yes, we are seeing it, right? So but in addition to that, the unstructured formatted data is there in the emails, social media posts, customer reviews, reports, etc. So the data might be inconsistent or consistent, but when we are talking about the consistent data, we talk about over there the RDBMS, that is SQL, right? And we say that yes, the data is in row and column format, but that particular data will not be useful always, right? So here, when we talk about the inconsistent data, then that time there are chances that the many sources of data using that has been compiled using data mining or warehousing technique. So if it is consistent, fine, we can apply data mining techniques on it because it is in row and column format. But whenever it is not, then obviously we need to go to some other maybe we have to take up some other type of maybe technique. Okay, so when you talk about the unstructured data or the drawbacks of unstructured data, then it has got numerous challenges. That is, data inconsistency is there, then lack of patterns are there. Why do we need patterns? For example, if I'm talking about X or Twitter, okay, then there is a certain pattern of information that gets released from the tweets, right? Or suppose if I am talking about the weather patterns, okay, that Twitter information, whatever the Twitter information example I took, that is different from whatever I'm saying now. So weather patterns, tidal patterns, and accordingly, we get the weather information from the weather department, if I'm talking about that. Okay, so high volume and variety, and that comes under here, that comes under big data. And noise and the irrelevant information, so noisy data, and we don't want it anymore. We want to just plan it properly, right? So there the text mining starts playing its role. So obviously it's a branch of AI that employs machine learning and natural language processing. So natural language processing and text mining are very, very close to each other. And they try to analyze the large volumes of unstructured data. So when we talk about say ChatGPT, or maybe we are talking about the DeepSeek, the new the type of chatbot we are talking about these days, okay, and then maybe Gemini, okay, then that time obviously we can give any type of data over there. Suppose I say give me if I write down only data analytics tool, I don't write it down that I know Python, but I would like to know some more data analytics tool. If I only type it down, data analytics tool, still it understands that, okay, I'm talking about the various tools that are used for data analytics. And then it will give me n number of tools whichever are there. Whereas data mining focuses on the structured data sets. That's what I just spoke to you just 4 or 5 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes ago. Whereas text mining extract patterns and knowledge from unstructured data, unstructured text, while text analytics interprets and analyzes this data to provide actionable insights. So actually this text mining has got the area as information retrieval also, and that whatever the information has been retrieved, maybe by searching on Chrome or any browser for that matter, okay, or any search engine, to be very frank, okay, I just wanted to say any search engine than the browser, okay. So whatever you search, you are going to get the information accordingly. So I want to find it out that where is this particular university, I want to find this out, X university, then I'm going to get all the information wherever such type of names, that named university is present, it is going to give me that information. Okay. So this particular, now the data can be unstructured, the data can be structured. Depends on how the search engine optimization has been done by that particular X university, and it is going to come on that on those particular first or second or third row whenever I'm going to check it from any search engine. So we want to find out the actionable insights, and then I go to that particular university, and then I'm going to go find out, okay, there is a course over here on so and so, and I can take admission, or my relative can take admission. That is nothing but providing actionable insights. So this particular fundamental of text mining has been coined by Marty Hurst between 1980 to 1990. In that particular, generally they are sometimes in some of the documents, we see that it is in 1980. Some of the documents are saying 1980, 85, or some of the documents are saying 1989. Okay, in context with data mining more. So text mining is the process of transforming unstructured text data into meaningful insights through analysis and modeling. And we want to model it, we want to do the analysis. So I want to find this out that if suppose I'm getting some information from Facebook, or maybe something from say YouTube, okay, then that time what time of analysis I'm going to get it. So if I am interested in understanding or listening to the YouTube videos that are related to the technology more, or maybe they are related to the health, okay, then it is going to analyze my interest and going to show me such type of videos only. Okay, so it uncovers trends, patterns, and connections hidden within words. And text mining has got the two things, subfield of data mining, and structures the unstructured data. These are the two things, or these are the two, we can say, uh, the we can say these are the two things that are followed by text mining a lot. Okay. So here text mining operates within data mining, focusing exclusively on textual information. And then we don't want any messy, unstructured, noisy data, and we want to convert it to the structured format. I hope I'm clear until now. Any doubts? Because this is just the beginning I'm talking about.
No doubt, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Uh, so, where can we find text mining? So text mining processes unstructured data such as email reviews, customer feedbacks, and social media posts. So I told you all that I have taken the healthcare uh, the problem statement. So there I have taken, actually I was just watching the Shark Tank on the other day, which part I may not remember now, and they talked about that there can be actually the similar style of problem they had discussed, and this came to my mind, and this particular problem has been uh, uh, this healthcare problem, and related to that the insurance has been given by many companies, insurance companies now. Okay, so they were talking about the number of steps that are walked or taken by a person. Okay, and then accordingly that person would get the insurance on his health, for his health care. So it was something like that, relay on these particular terms. So I thought that why not to think about this. And then when I searched, obviously HDFC Ergo, and there are two, three more. There must be many more, to be very frank. Such type of insurance companies are giving such type of actually insurance to the people on the number of steps that are walked by the particular person. So there is Aditya Birla Health Insurance, then Star Health Insurance, HDFC Ergo Health Insurance. They are utilizing this type of text mining and analyzing the customer feedback, and claims that particular data that okay, we will give you the services if you do like this. Okay, or helping them to improve their services and risk assessment strategies. So I thought that okay, I can just think about it, and I can maybe take that particular type of problem statement. But then if suppose that HDFC Ergo or maybe Aditya Birla Insurance Company, obviously they must have some apps. The people must be using their maybe mobiles, or maybe some type of watches, smart watches, and the number of steps must be counted. But then there must be some feedbacks, there must be some reviews, or there must be some social media posts, and from that the people, the insurance company people must be getting the idea that okay, how can we implement text mining in it. Okay, uh, after doing this, after understanding text mining, we should understand natural language processing too. So it is a subfield of computer science and AI that uses machine learning to enable computers to understand and communicate with the human language. So whenever suppose I'm talking to the chat GPT and I'm going to ask it that the same question, data analytics tools, it might not understand my whole whatever the thing is there in my mind. Only I write data analytics tool. So it would give me the number of tools. But in addition to that, if I write it down over there, ChatGPT, please give me the number of hours that would be required to learn data analytics to various data analytics tools, and in addition to that, how many number of hours would be required, what all technologies I will need to study, and how many days would be required. Everything, if I write it down clearly, and maybe with the proper explanation and description, it would understand what do I want to say, and it would give me that particular tabular format to that particular data, and that is nothing but actually that comes under prompt engineering also, but that is altogether different topic. Okay, if we start talking on that, then it will take another 2 hours. Okay, so it understands human language and tries to communicate with you. So NLP makes it easier for humans to communicate and collaborate with machines, and how we are using the natural languages in our day-to-day life. So you all must have used Copilot, and it talks to you in the many languages. So as my native is Marathi, I suppose I had tried once. My native language is Marathi, so or my mother tongue. So I have talked to it in Marathi also once. I do remember. So these are the things that are possible with this type of NLP and then the such type of chatbots whichever are there. So what are the advantages or various industries and applications where it is useful? Automation of repetitive tasks, which is very, very important. So these days, you all really must be knowing, and obviously whatever information I'm giving you, this must not be new to you at all. You must have heard about it. I really I totally know that whatever we are reading these days are these things only. But this is for a few people, maybe if suppose they have not gone through such type of topics. So if suppose I want to do the software testing, okay, then by using Copilot, you must have seen that there are uh, say 2 hours course is there, how to use Copilot for doing the software testing, and how to use it as a tool. Okay, then improve data analysis and insights, enhance search, content generation. Okay, all these things are possible by using the NLP. Okay, so this natural language processing is a type of artificial intelligence, understand human language. We have spoken about it. So what are the key concepts? Stemming and lemmatization. By the way, we are going to see the programs, we can say, or some functions that would be better. Okay. Uh, on Jupyter Notebook also. So I have just made that ready in the Jupyter Notebook so that I'll just execute it and you can see the output. So stemming and lemmatization. So whenever you want that particular data to be shown in such a way that, suppose I'm talking about the word mentor or mentoring. So I'm talking about mentor as stem word. Okay. Then that is stemming or reducing the words to the basic form. Then whenever we are searching on any search engine, we say that we write a lot of big statements many a times. Okay, and then we say that, okay, Google, do let me know that what is the time right now, and then just tell me what was I doing yesterday evening at this time, something like that. And there are the words like at, the, maybe okay, such type of words are used whenever we are writing down it in English. Okay, so they are nothing but the stop words, and actually they don't add any such much meaning to that particular statement, and actually they create the overhead on the whole searching system. Okay, so stop words can be removed. Then part of speech tagging, so POS. Okay, so assign parts like nouns, verbs, adjectives to each word. Okay, and NER. So talking about, suppose if I'm saying that I was just reading the news today, this morning, that Google has found out one more type of the 15-day weather forecast, and it has introduced AI, and Sundar Pichai has said something about it. So here I'm talking about some nouns or people or organization. Or if I'm talking about in New York, this has been happened. So location, okay. So it is going to find it out for me that Google, Sundar Pichai, New York, okay. So whenever I want this particular information, then that comes under the NER, that is named entity recognition. So that comes under natural language processing. Now, how NLP and text mining are related to each other, that we need to understand. So, NLP uses the advanced algorithm to understand human language, extracting significant findings from data. But goal of NLP and goal of text mining is totally different. NLP generates human language in a valuable way. How do you want it? Okay, I want to understand this particular thing in this manner. Okay, I want this particular course to be designed for 40 hours. Give me the proper contents of 40 hours only, not more than that. Means that to whomsoever I'm talking, whether I'm talking to Google, or I'm talking to some chat GPT, or I'm talking to some person, that would be type of NLP. But whenever I'm saying text mining, it is giving me useful insights, patterns. Okay, then it is going to tell me, okay, you can take Python for say 15 or 18 hours. You can take Excel for 2 hours, Power BI for say 10 hours, and Tableau for say 6 hours. And then in this manner, you can complete, and obviously some statistics. It is giving me the insight that, okay, I need to do these things in such a way that I can conduct that particular course. Okay. So this is the difference between NLP and text mining. Then whenever we talk about all these things, so what are the applications we spoke? Actually, I spoke to you all about it. So applications are nothing but the chatbots, then virtual assistant, search engines, content generation. So under NLP, but text mining, whenever we talk about, so document summarization. Suppose I have got a big document, I have to, suppose I have got a IEEE review to do, and the paper is quite a big, say, of 6 to 8 pages. Okay, and suppose I don't have that much time, so I can make use of say document summarization type of any tool. Okay, a type of Quillbot. Okay, I hope you must have heard about it and you must be using it in the day-to-day life. Okay, so it would summarize the information for me, and then I'll come to know whether they whatever the title they have given, whatever the abstract they have written, conclusion they have maintained. So is their literature survey is according, whenever I'm going to summarize that, okay, whether it is related to the abstract and conclusion or not. Okay, so obviously that would be useful for you. I hope you all must have used Quillbot or any such document summarization technique. Okay, or customer feedback analysis. Yes, that happens from time to time. That, for example, suppose I am talking to some bank, and then after that, obviously, the person to whom I have tried to solve my doubts regarding certain bank services. Okay, they do ask me, would you please fill up this particular? You would be getting the link on your mobile, and then would you please fill it up so that my feedback will be given by you, etc., etc. So that is something like we are talking about the text mining. And then we talked about the various tools, that is BERT, or maybe GPT, or maybe Spacey, or maybe natural language toolkit. Okay, and these are the TF-IDF. So TF-IDF also comes under the information retrieval. So whenever we are searching something on Google, Google, please tell me how would be the weather tomorrow. Okay, so how would be the weather tomorrow? So that the weather would be very cold, or whether it would be raining, or it would be manageable. Okay, then it is going to convert that whole data in the maybe the row and columnar format, and it is going to find out how many times a particular word is appearing. The weather is cold, the weather is hot, the weather is manageable, or something like that, and it's going to find it out. Okay, the user wants to do this with respect to this particular this is the doubt which has been asked by Google, and then it converts that into TF-IDF. That is also one of the technique that is used in information retrieval, and then it understands what do I want to ask. Okay, even word to vector and k-means clustering. So what are the text mining phases? I hope I'm not going very fast, and right? Just a minute. Huh? Yeah, just a minute. Okay. So I hope I am audible and You can hear me, right?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay, thank you
Yes,
so
ma'am,
much.
you're audible.
Thank you, thank you. Uh, yeah. So when we talk about this, the data index mining phases. So data collection and extraction, then text pre-processing, text representation, text analysis, and evaluation of the results. So these are the various, or five, we can say five steps. We can say that these, see, to be very frank, only 5 phase won't be this in this particular text mining. There can be a few sub phases also, but these are the ones we should talk about in short, at least. Okay, so it's like inputting the data, then finding out what type of text is it. So articles, news. Now, why here I'm not talking about the text that is the part of, say, row and column format, because obviously we are not talking about the data that is structured data, and we are talking about the semi-structured data and unstructured data, and there only it gives the birth, or it has given the birth to the big data. Okay, and then we speak about Hadoop and then Spark, etc. But we need to pre-process that. Text pre-processing has to be done. So that is by using tokenization. So understanding each and every word. If the words are containing some stop words, remove them. Understanding whether which are adjectives, which are adverbs, which are the verbs, okay, etc. Then finding out that, suppose I'm saying finding out, so finding is the word that is talking about, actually the original word, the same word is find. Okay, stemming. So I just spoke to you about the text pre-processing, to be very frank. Then pre-processing is and that's what I'm talking about. The pre-processing phase would be completed. Then we are talking about the representation. How do we want to represent that particular data? Okay, do we want to represent it in terms of the word to vector? Okay, do I want to say that, okay, I am talking about the weather information system, or I am talking about a certain healthcare insurances? Okay, but why do I, what type of insurance I want? Do I want it for my certain illness, or general? What type of insurance do I want it? Okay, so there are certain things like text blob or word cloud. Okay, such type of, in this manner, the text representation can be done. So text blob is actually the Python library. Okay, and that is used for the NLP task for the sentiment analysis and part of speech tagging, that is POS. I just spoke to you about the POS just before some time. Okay, and here also I'm talking about it. Okay, then when you talk about the word cloud, it is a visual representation. How do I want to see that? So I have put it in my that problem statement also, which I'm going to execute it towards the end. Okay, so maybe bag of words. So what type of words? Okay, I'm talking about health, I'm talking about insurance, I'm talking about maybe illness, I'm talking about step count or something like that. Okay, and then the terms weightage, how many times which particular word has been used by the people or something like that. Then we talk about discovery, that is predictive model and descriptive model. Okay, now I will need your help. Can anybody tell me what are the different types of models are available here? That is analytical techniques. I hope you all know that when I'm talking about the predictive modeling, descriptive modeling, there are two more types of modelings are available. Can anybody please tell me? Anybody has typed in the chat? Okay, no problem. No problem. So here, actually, to be very frank, we are talking about the different types of analytics that are available generally, and that any maybe the data scientist or data analyst, sorry, is going through are the descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive analytics. Okay, but why we are talking about the predictive and descriptive only? Because this text mining is useful mainly for, or it plays useful, I should not say, but it plays very important role in the predictive modeling. So if I want to find out how many weather models predict a hot summer this year, in the month of February, generally we come to know from the weather department that this time summer, which would be starting from the month of March or maybe April, that would last until July, something like that. Okay, so whenever they say like that, they are doing the prediction on the basis of whatever the information they have got. How were the rains last year? I meant to say from say June to September or October. How was the cold from November to maybe March, sorry, February, okay, and accordingly they get the idea, right? So this is something like prediction. But why descriptive also? Because then, and obviously in addition to that, how was the summer for last 5 years, or how was the summer for last 2 years, and accordingly the summer would be maybe more harsh, or it would be manageable, okay, this year. So this is something like we are talking about the discovery. But the other two types of models are nothing but the diagnostic and prescriptive. So diagnostic talks about whether the mineral water would be sold a lot in this particular type of weather. Obviously, in the cold, who would buy the mineral water much? But in the summers, it would be right. Or when you talk about the say prescriptive, it is the average of last five weather models or something like that. So this is something we are talking about in the why now how text mining is playing a role over here. Because the different patterns that are available with the weather department, they do study them. They think or they study the last 4 years, 3 years, or maybe 2 years summer or whichever the season I'm talking about, okay, or we can talk about, and then accordingly they come to the conclusion. And then after the discovery, there is a knowledge. Okay, this particular decision has to be taken. Okay, this would be the pattern which is going to found out in this particular summer. There would be the trends. Okay, and from those trends, you must have seen that whenever we are uh, placing an order on, say, Amazon or maybe Mintra, then that time also those we talk about or we come to know automatically the trends over there. For example, I'm buying some type of bag, okay, then it shows me that the people are buying something, some other wallet, say wallet with those this particular bag. What is it? That is nothing but the trends that has observed. Amazon system has observed that the people have bought or the ladies have bought the wallet with respect to this particular bag. So these are nothing but the trends, okay? And then accordingly, they also do the prediction, okay, these many people, these many women have bought this type of thing, okay, certain 20-30% more would be buying them. This would be nothing but the knowledge. So don't you think we are going through, we started with the raw data, okay, over here, and we are coming to the knowledge. So these are the steps that are followed. Um, so when you talk about the text mining, which are the different key methods? So they are nothing but the word frequency, collocation, and concordance. Okay. So word frequency is, I told you that how many number of words are used, which are the words that are repeated. Okay. Suppose I want to find this out. Okay, what is the trend going on with the women bags? Okay, so suppose, so it will just show me that, okay, these are the tote bags that are the one which are used by the women these days a lot. Okay. In addition to that, the tote bags, it will give me some X bags, Y bags, whatever, whatever. And then I would find that bag word again and again, it is getting shown. That is nothing but the word frequency. Okay. But when we talk about the collocation, okay, I might say that I want a smart bag. Okay. I want a smart, say, a smart laptop bag. Okay. Or I always say heavy rain, artificial intelligence. So there are certain words that come together. I want a strong tea. Okay. I want kadak chai. Fine. Something like that. Okay. So this is something talking about detecting the words that are frequently appearing together. So that's what I gave you the example of Amazon, that it shows me, okay, the people have bought this tote bag with so and so. That is nothing but the user experience. Okay. To identify their meaning, and it understands that, okay, such type of businesses are done a lot by Amazon or Myntra in the past, and then that's why they are suggesting me to do this also. Okay. In addition to that, there is a concordance. So concordance talks about using the word context to clarify meaning in cases where words have multiple definitions. Okay. So if I'm talking about the excellent service, what excellent food. So not necessarily I'll always say excellent food. I might say good food. Okay. Tasty food. Okay. So this is something like the words that have multiple definitions. Hello.
Everyone is requested to please turn off your cameras and your mics. Thank you.
Okay,
You
that's okay.
continue, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. So here we are talking about the concordance. Okay. So here pre-processing, now after doing this, we should go through the different, the phases that were there. So pre-processing text, that is cleaning and removing irrelevant word. We talked about stemming a lot, so I will not, and then we are going to see this in the Python also, using Jupyter Notebook. Then tokenizing, dividing the text into individual words. Tagging parts of speeches, whether words are nouns or verbs. I spoke to you all. Then analyzing the sentence structure to identify subject, verbs, objects, and stop word removal also. So that is all about the pre-processing text. I took this slide very fast, quickly, because we have talked about it. Then text representation, it can be done by using bag of words. It can be used by using word cloud. It can be done by using maybe text blob, something like that. Okay. The basic idea is to take a piece of text and counting how many times it has each word appears. Actually, all these topics, so rather subtopics, are covered in information retrieval, and that's really a very good and lot of actually there are ready-made methods that are available in Python, and we can see the output very easily. And TF, IDF also, that is highlighting the words that are important to a document while discounting common words across the data set. So advanced method of text mining are text classification, text extraction, and multi-document analysis. So when you talk about, say, text classification, that is chatbot. Okay, any type of chatbot. Now there are different types of chatbots are available. Okay, so they understand the different wordings, and they give us the reply accordingly. So that much intelligence, or more than that, to be very frank, is there with them. Rather, they have those insights. Text extraction, analyzing the social media, what type of this particular tweet is, whether it is suggesting me positive or negative comment or neutral comment or something like that. Okay. And then multi-document analysis, whenever you are talking about many documents together and then trying to find out that, okay, what is the type of meaning coming out of it. Then using the predictive models. So here, these predictive models can analyze the text data, where tagged emails can be automatically directed to the appropriate departments. So we all know that most of the emails that don't have any as such great meaning, or whenever that particular maybe domain, or maybe say Gmail, okay, they find that this some random meaning is coming out of it, automatically they get directed to the spam. Okay, so this is something like we are talking about automatical direction, and that is the prediction that okay, whatever the meaning is coming out of those emails is not that understandable, or it is not to be seen by that particular customer, and it is not going to be useful for that particular customer. Okay, then what is the difference between text mining and text analytics? To be very frank, when this machine learning and text mining, the people started studying about it, both the things were similar to them. Okay, when they started reading, understanding, learning about it, say 30-40 years ago, around I'll say. Okay, uh, 80 to 90 means, yeah, 30 years ago approximately. Okay, so here, but now, yes, as there are so many changes and modifications in this particular area are coming in, and daily we are learning some or the other new techniques regarding them. There is a difference between them. So I have divided into purpose, focus, output, and key techniques. So text mining extract patterns from unstructured data, whereas text analytics talks about analyzing the text for actionable insights. So whenever I say the same example, I would say that I want that particular course to be designed for 40 hours. I will literally get that tabular format course, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 1 2 hours, day 2 2 hours, day 3 2 hours, and then how much I can take, and really that would be an actionable insights. And if I take the particular course accordingly, I can really take it as a mentor or maybe trainer, and the students also, the learners would also understand the same. Okay, so focus is on identifying trends and clusters and relationships. Here the focus is on text analytics, talking about interpretation and predictions. How would be the prediction? What does it want to say? If suppose people are using this particular insurance system for this particular thing, these are the advantages or coupons or bonus points they are going to get. Okay, so these are the predictions. Output is structured data, keywords, patterns, here insights and conclusions under data text analytics. And key techniques are nothing but natural language processing, clustering, classification, sentiment analysis, and predictive modeling under the text analytics. Okay, I hope by now you all must be clear with text mining and analytics, and I would like to say that you all must be knowing this particular topic already. I'm not saying that this is the first time you are listening to it, but sometimes we miss some of the things. That's why the session. Then analyzing text with machine learning are trained to identify the patterns. How do I want it? Now, how do I want to categorize the document? Do I want to convert the tweets that are generated from X, okay, into 3 different categories: positive, negative, and neutral, according to the sentiments. In addition to that, okay, I want to work upon those. Really, whatever I'm saying positive, really are they giving positive meaning out of it, or it is having some type of which is not positive, but you feel like the positive meaning is there. Okay, so there are chances that might happen. Okay, so classify documents provide insights into patterns and such as customer sentiment or intent. Evaluation of result, this precision, recall, F1 score, these are the very important metrics that are used in machine learning. Again, if I start talking about them, it will take one more hour. Okay, so I'm just going to give you the idea, and mm, you can search about them, think about them later, and you can surely use them in your research also. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. So, proportion of relevant results among retrieved ones is precision. Recall proportion of relevant results retrieved from all the data. So here, what's the difference between the two? I want the relevant result is precision, but proportion of a relevant result retrieved from all the data. Okay, because here uh, some are the documents that are retrieved. Okay, but I want to find out the relevant result. But here all the data is retrieved and I want to find out the relevant result from them. Okay, so that is precision and recall respectively. F1 score talks about the harmonic mean of precision and recall for balance evaluation. How do I want to find it out? That's what I said before some time, that I want to really work upon those three types of multi-document analysis: positive, negative, and neutral. And then I want to work upon certain type of say study on it. Okay, so text classification talks about text analysis, then sentiment analysis, then the topic modeling. Okay, then named entity recognition, that is detecting, classifying named entities. Okay, few of the things I have taken, just I'm reading them. So topic modeling here talking about what is the main topic. Okay, so suppose there is a research paper comes to me and I have to review. So first and foremost thing is I'm going to look at its title. Okay, it is talking about something machine learning technique. I will come to know that. If suppose I don't know about that particular title, I will just put that particular title in Google, and then I will tell, or maybe any chatbot, and then I'll ask them what is the meaning of it. Okay, and then it will
बोला भाई
You are into mute. Please unmute yourself.
Ma'am, you're not audible.
Please
Ma'am,
consider rejoining.
try it once again, or else you can leave the meeting and come again.
Okay. I hope now I'm audible enough. Hello.
Yes, madam, you are audible.
Yes.
Okay, but actually
Yes,
I
ma'am,
was
audible.
unmuted and I didn't unmute myself to be very. I did mute myself. I don't know how come it
Ma'am,
happened.
some network issues. I guess it is solved now.
Now, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
Uh, just a minute. Where was I? Actually, just a minute. We talked about it and you all heard. I hope you all heard about it, right? Precision recall.
Ma'am, I would like request you to please check your connection once again, internet connection.
Oh,
Your
that's a,
screen is stuck. We cannot see your slides and your voice is also getting stuck in between.
oh, this is new to me, huh?
Yes, now we can see your screen.
Okay. Now, can you hear me properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Please do let me know, huh? So sorry. Okay.
No worries, ma'am.
I hope we spoke about this and you all heard. Uh, then I spoke to you all about this topic modeling, and I uh, told you all that these are which topic I am supposed to talk about or something like that. Okay. Then text classification is spam versus non-spam emails, and then clustering or grouping similar documents together or something like that. So here text extraction, when we talk about identifying important words, then named entity recognition, that is understanding people, places, products, and then feature recognition uh, talks about the color or sizes preferences. Okay, so what type of, just a minute. So what type of this particular product, whenever I am talking about, okay, they're talking about which type of this particular product feature or yeah, anyways, so product feature or customer details or how do they want to understand it. So here when we talk about this interpretation now, yes, we have done all the steps, we have carried out all the steps until now, and they were nothing but I'm just taking you to that particular diagram. Okay, so we have gone through all these steps. Okay, but we have to show our details by using certain type of, say, graphs or maybe charts or something like that. Otherwise, how would we understand? If suppose I want to show it to my client, how am I going to show that client that okay, that was the problem, or you, this is the line chart, and you will come to know across the dates the person has taken your treatment, and that person has uh, taken the treatment and now he is okay or something like that. Okay, so there we talk about the different techniques, that is graphs, heat maps, and word clouds. Okay, so the prominence of that particular which word, suppose if I'm talking about, say, good work done, okay, good job done, so I should see that particular good job, whether done not done, that is the other part of the story, but good job, if I see, if I show it to my client while displaying it, okay, then that would be better. Okay, I would be able to tell my whatever I want to say. Okay, so maybe various graphs we can use, that is used for the interpretation and visualization of findings. So after learning all these things, after understanding all these things, what are the benefits of text mining? Improve customer experience, better product delivery, and cost and effort reduction. Because we really want to, don't give time, we don't have time, and these days obviously we are very busy, and why should I give so much cost and efforts and time? Okay, so it should get reduced. Before going ahead, I would like to tell you about the two terms which are there in my topic, also the main topic, that is sentiment analysis and predictive modeling. So sentiment analysis talks about determining the emotional tone of a given text. So that is useful for customer feedback analysis, social media monitoring, analyzing tweets, market research, understanding public's opinion. Okay. For example, whenever we are talking about the various, say, Netflix series, or maybe, so it Netflix or Amazon, it shows you that you had watched this series, so you might like to watch this because it has understood my trend, what type of maybe the web series or maybe the movies I'm interested in uh, watching. Okay, so it is something like customer feedback analysis or social media monitoring, that is that all sentiment analysis. But when you talk about the predictive modeling, we spoke about it, to be very frank. It is using machine learning and statistical algorithms. So credit scoring and fraud detection, healthcare, which I'm going to talk to you all about, the problem statement, and demand forecasting and customer purchase predictions. So these are the industrial applications of text mining. And most of the things, actually, madam, in yesterday's session when I attended it, uh, a few of the problem statements she also explained you all very well. So I didn't put a lot of stress on those again, because it gets boring then if it gets same thing again and again daily. So customer service, it talks about analyzing customer feedback to make service better. Healthcare, for clinical notes, research papers, uh, uh, to help in medical studies. So there are counselors, they are there in the schools and colleges. They talk to the students and children. They understand something from their behavior. Accordingly, they take the notes. Okay, so that is also all about healthcare, and there also text mining plays a very important role. Finance, and then the legal documents to find important information quickly. So text mining in healthcare, there are some companies which I came across, that is IBM Watson Health, Mayo Clinic, and Pfizer. Okay. So Pfizer, we have heard a lot about it at the time of COVID. Okay. Drug interaction patterns, maybe predicting patient outcomes through unstructured data, that has been done by Mayo Clinic, etc. So this is in healthcare I have seen, and there must be many more such applications running. Now just, okay, any doubts up till now, so that I will take you all to the Jupyter notebook. Is that okay? I hope that's fine. Just a minute. So actually I came across this particular, I hope my screen is still shared. I came across this particular paper, which I found it very useful. So I have put its link in the end of my PowerPoint presentation also. And it's quite useful. So you can maybe go through, and then it will be really useful to you all. Mm. Okay. So I hope my screen is shared now. This one of the Jupyter notebook.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Yeah. So I'll just make it bigger. Okay. So I'm assuming you all know Python. If suppose you know, then also it's okay. But most of the people are using Python these days in their syllabi, or maybe for their research or something like that. So it's not a big deal, to be very frank. So there are some of the things which I have executed already. So here I'm talking about, just a minute. Uh, is it seen properly on your machines, or you want it a bit bigger?
Yes, ma'am. If it is possible, you can
Yes,
mention
sure.
on your screen.
Now?
Actually, you can
Just a
mention
minute.
a bit more.
Yeah, it's perfect. Visible.
Visible, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay. So now these are the text mining steps. I meant to say text mining steps in the various functions or the methods that are available in Python. Okay. And so the first is tokenization. It is the first step of NLP. It involves breaking down the text into smaller units called as tokens, usually words or phrases. And here NLTK library, that is Natural Language Toolkit, has been used. And it is NLTK.tokenize is the class and from where what tokenize method has been called. And then we are talking about all the punked, that is this punked tokenizer model would get downloaded. Okay. And suppose if I say in Brazil, they drive on the right hand side of the road. Or if I'm saying in US, they drive on the right hand side of the road. Okay. Then what are the tokens? So in Brazil, they drive, etc., etc. Okay, so here you can see in Brazil, then comma, okay, they drive on the right hand. So these are the tokens. So if I say, please find out, or why should I write please on Google? Okay, but yes, on ChatGPT and all, we should, because that is helping us to. But yeah, on Google also we can do, but then Google doesn't talk to us directly on the Chrome or any browser. That's why I'm saying, why should I write? Why should we write please? But the thing is, give me the various topics that are used in data science, or which type of data, statistical techniques that should be studied under data science. Okay, so there, what are the words I'm using? What should be the different statistical techniques, etc. So this is nothing but the tokenization. Okay, then we talk about here the stemming and one more. Just a minute. Yeah, stemming and stemmer and lemmatization. Okay, so here this is something like so stemming introduces the word into the root form, so removing the suffixes to produce the same of the word. So there are two algorithms that are there in the this what in Python, sorry, yeah, in Python, and they are nothing but the Porter stemmer algorithm and Lancaster stemmer algorithm. But they say that I have used, to be very frank, Porter stemmer a lot. Okay, in information retrieval when I used to teach in my college. So it is less aggressive but more used, and Lancaster more aggressive. I will not say lesser used. It is used lesser than the Porter stemmer. So I want to find it out that what is the stem word for this same, the word mentor, mentoring, mentors. Okay, something like that. So I'm going to apply this Porter stemmer method, and then this Porter.stem word. Okay, because for word in words, so this each word would be taken into consideration: mentor, mentoring, and mentors, and then it would be showing me the output. So I'll just go down. In the same manner, the Lancaster stemmer has also been used, and Lancaster method, Lancaster.stem word has been used, and you can see here. So they say that that Lancaster is something like many times it shows it to the roots in such a way that uh, many a times it cuts a lot part of that particular word, which is not required. That's why they say it is more aggressive. Okay, so mentored, so say mentor, then mentoring is also mentor, because we are talking about the stem word. Stem is the root, okay, from where that particular word has been generated. Okay, or mentors, that is mentor, mentored, meant is the word which is there in the root, at the root level. But when you talk about the lemmatization, it is similar to stemming but considers the context. By the way, these are all the functions that are available in Python for running your NLP or text mining, and by using these functions or methods, we can apply some more functionality onto it. Okay, it converts the words to their base or dictionary form. Okay. Unlike stemming, lemmatization ensures that the base form is a meaningful word. So if I'm talking about, so this, I have just downloaded this WordNet as the corpora. Here we are using this particular data set from the WordNet. Okay, so that is the corpus which we are using. So nltk.download WordNet, and words are nothing but the suppose rocks and corpora. So lemmatizer would convert this lemmatizer by using lemmatizer method, that is lemmatize. Okay, that rocks is talking about rock, corpora is talking about corpus. Okay, so these are the corpora or the, so here I'm talking about the plural and singular. Okay, so that is also talking about the stemming only. It is talking about going to the original word. But there is a singular, plural, or maybe another such type of word has been used. Say beautiful. Okay, so if I'm using the word beautiful, okay, yeah, it is, yeah, then it is beauty is the word which is there. Okay, so not only along with the whenever we are using it as a verb, okay, it can be any such word where it is going to give the lemma of it. Okay, so this is very useful whenever we are talking about the text mining or natural language processing, because we want to mine that particular text. Okay, then we are talking about the stop words. By the way, I have executed all of them, so I'm not executing it again. Okay, and you can see the output below. I'm explaining the output, so I hope that's fine. So here stop words are nothing but they create obstacle and creates overhead. Okay, so sorry. So overhead on the search engine. Whenever I'm searching such type of things again and again, and bigger statements are there, or either on search engine or any such type of bot whichever I'm using. So here I'm talking about, say, this particular word that Cristiano Ronaldo was born on February 5, 1985, and in Funkel and Madeira, Portugal, etc. Okay, so here word tokenizes text.lore. Okay, and then it is going to find out that, for example, on, in, comma, such commas, or something else. Okay, so these words are not required anymore, because okay, he was born February 5, one can understand. If suppose I don't write it down on, yeah, in English we write it down, that's very important. Okay, but otherwise it would be understandable very easily. Okay, so I want to remove those stop words, and you can work on many foreign languages. I may not remember, but I suppose 16 foreign languages it works. Okay, in addition to English. I'll have to check that one more time, or maybe Python documentation for that. So here we can see that on has been removed. Okay, so Cristiano Ronaldo born February 5, etc., and all those things whichever are not important, which are creating the overhead. Okay, while searching, while when we want the meaning from that bot or maybe anybody, okay, any such type of AI, then it will remove them. Then finally, we are going to talk about just a bit. Now we're going to talk about the part of speech stacking. So sorry. Tagging means marking each word in a text as a noun, verb, adjective, or adverb. So here, word tokenize has already been used because we have talked about it. Just a minute. So here we are using, I'm sorry. So here we are using NLTK and dot tokenize, import word tokenize. Okay. We are using punct because we are talking about this. These are the different data packages that are available. Okay. And I have given a statement here. Give me 1 minute. I'll just show you. Because some of the things when I tried this, that time they weren't working and then started working. So it has just gone down. That is, here they are talking about, I have given one statement. Google CEO Sundar Pichai introduced the new pixel at this particular location, and then Roy Century event. Okay. So here word tokenize would divide all the whole statement into Google CEO Sundar Pichai introduce. Okay. And then it is going to do the POS tag. Okay. So here it is going to find it out that, okay, what are the tokens? And then it is going to take all of them and convert it into NER. Okay. So we spoke about this POS and NER already. If you remember here, I'll just take you through that particular slide one more time. That is named entity recognition. Okay. That is what is the name of the place? What is the name of the people? What are the names of the people that are used? What is the product Google? Okay. Or organization Google, something like that. So it shows us the output something like this. So sorry. Give me 1 minute. Okay, after doing this, this is the case study I have decided to just show you. Okay, I hope you can see this. So we are going to talk about this particular case study, which is talking about the health insurance companies, which are useful for leveraging the text mining and natural language processing to enhance the customer engagement and streamline operations. So here I'm going to just show you what is the case study. You can please have a look. So this case study talks about mind your steps. They want to automate the process of calculating reward points for their insured individuals, that is policy holders. Okay. Based on the step data, how many steps the policy holders are walking daily, or maybe on some day more, some day lesser, collected from wearable fitness devices. The data is received daily and includes the following fields. So I am talking about the policyholder ID, that is that customer's ID. I hope I am audible enough, right?
Yes, ma'am, audible.
Okay. Then the date on which those steps are recorded, number of steps taken by that particular person. Now, what do I want from it? Convert the number of steps into reward points. So I'm saying that give one bonus point to 1000 steps to that particular person. So if suppose sometimes a person is walking 10,000 steps, give him 10 points. Sometimes he might walk 25,000 steps, so 25 points. Aggregate the total reward points over a given month, and then accordingly identify the top performers. So it's something like Fitbit also, or any smartwatch these days, whenever we are using, it is showing us that, okay, then the last, last week or last day, you walked this on this particular day more. It was similar to what? Some 40 floors you climbed, that many steps you walked. Okay, it shows like that. And then whenever we go to that particular app of that Fitbit or any smartwatch, it shows you that you have you have walked number of steps in such a way that um, you can go from one country to another, if suppose you go from one city to another, how many steps would be covered, that many steps you have walked up until now. So something like that, it gives us the analytics. Then forecasting the future step counts. So obviously it should do it such a way that, okay, if you do this much, then you will get this type of policy. So that is the prediction. Predicting reward point usage. So predict whether a policyholder will use their reward points, and churn prediction. Okay. So these are the things I have thought that they come under the text mining, predictive analytics, and sentiment analytics. Also, that particular part also I have added in my code. So I'll just take you to that. Give me a few seconds. Yes. I'll just take you to this first. So I could have taken the data in the Excel sheet or CSV sheet, but I didn't go to that particular level. I just wanted to show that how this predictive analytics, or maybe the sentiment analysis, or indirectly text mining playing a role. So the goal of this showing this program is not that how we can use Excel file or CSV file. So I just took the whole data in this particular dictionary like format in the data frame. Okay. So this is the short one, which is, oh, I'm sorry. This is talking about, just a minute. This is talking about this data frame has been given. This data frame contains the policyholder ID, date, and steps walked. Okay. And the reward points equal to steps walked divided by 1000, floor division, 1 point per 1000 steps, as I told you earlier. Okay. Then I wanted to convert it to the day wise, month wise, something like that. And then I want to find out the top performers. Okay. And then want to display the daily steps, monthly points, top performers. So I can get the output in this particular manner. That policyholder ID 101, 2, on this is the another date, 1 Jan, here 2nd Jan, I suppose this 3rd Jan. And then reward points that 101 or 102 or 103 have got. Okay. And they are the monthly points, and they are the top performers. So 102 is the top performer, something like that. So there's a very, very lower, we can say the very simple program to understand. But if I go to this, okay, here also I have taken the same, but many libraries have been taken because that are related to the that are related to the sentiment analysis, predictive analytics, and I wanted to show some text mining approaches also in this particular program, word cloud, text blob, etc. So here the same data set has been taken, or some data set, one more in the data frame, one more field has been added, that is comments. Good job, keep it up, well done. Because you must have seen Fitbit or any such smartwatch doesn't say at any moment that was the worst day for you. Okay, they always say that, okay, keep it up, good job, you did it, something like that. Okay, so I didn't give any type of maybe say negative comment, okay, over here. Then here the data frame has been created. Same, this this particular part is same. Okay, then here aggregating the total reward points I'm doing. Okay, and then after that predictive analytics is getting done. So I have taken the policyholder ID, current steps, the number of steps which I only have given over here, 15,000, 20,000, 12,000, 10,000, whatever. Points are earned because I told you 1,000, 1 point. Okay, then points used. I could have done it, I could have taken it by using some programming also, but I didn't do that. Then activity level, age, BMI, churn, and health risk, etc. Here you can see, just a minute. Yeah. Just a minute. So here we are talking about the forecasting future step counts. So here that the model that has been taken into consideration has been obviously trained, okay, in such a way that the linear regression has been implemented on it. Okay, and it is used to predict the future step counts based on a policyholder ID. And then it is going to give me, by using linear regression, the forecasted future step counts. Okay, then predicting reward point usage. Okay, so here random forest classifier as the algorithm which has been used to predict the whether the points used exceed 50% of the points earned. Because if suppose that fellow has exceeded 50% of the points he has earned, then it might happen that the company would decide whether to give him what type of insurance or some more facilities can be given to that particular fellow or not. Okay, so that has been done here. Again, the trading has been done and then the random forest classifier has been implemented on it. And in this manner, the churn prediction has been done for how customers are using the service to predict churn based on activity level and subscription length. Because many a times what happens, the people say that, okay, I have my mobile in my mobile is storing everything. I'm keeping it in my pocket and it will count the steps. But then that won't be the thing, because you need to really work and then only the company is going to give you the insurance on it. It shouldn't be like it is not happening. No exercise has been happening by that particular customer and still the company is expecting, the person is expecting to get the insurance. Okay, so it shouldn't happen. So that has been implemented over here. And health risk prediction has been done over here by using random forest classifier again. And then finally, I have reached to the sentiment analysis by giving here, just a bit, it has been gone up, I suppose. Yeah, text blob has been used here. So the different comments that can be used, like how I told you that keep it up, well done, good job, etc. like that. Okay, and then I want to show the charts, because I told you that line chart, day wise, how many the steps have been taken up by that particular person or walked up by that particular person. Okay, scatter plot which will show age versus BMI. And then finally it would show the word cloud. Okay, that would be containing all those comments which I showed you on the top. Okay, so I'll just execute this now. Okay, I hope it is understandable, because if I really start explaining one by one line, it will take a lot of time. So I just took you through the code. I hope that's okay. Okay, and now I'll just show you how it gets executed. Just a minute. Yeah, so you can see here that on the dates, month, that is January 23, okay, or maybe 25, whatever, okay, it is showing me that it is reward points are 20, 12, 22 and 13. Okay, forecasted future steps are so and so, and it is showing the good job or keep it up or well done or good job or something like that. And I can see the by using analytics, okay, I can understand that how many points have been earned versus points used. Okay, so these are the points earned by this particular person. Okay, maybe 101 or 102 or 103, and these are the points used already. Okay, so we can see here that this 1, 2 and 3 are the people, they have used those points accordingly. These are the date wise, maybe. Now it is policyholder ID and the current steps. Okay, so 20,000 or maybe 18,000 are the steps that are taken by somebody. Who is this? Okay, I could have done it as a policyholder ID, no? So this has come in the float. So I could have converted into the integer. Okay, then age versus BMI with the health risk. So we can see that this is the person, this is the person. They are uh, uh, not in the under the health risk. They are not in the risk, but this particular person is the health risk. So 0 and 1 have been shown here. And in addition to that, we can see here word cloud for policy holder ID 1 is say well done or good job or keep it up. But here we can see only uh, good job. Okay, and here we can see all of them or something like that. So in this manner, the word cloud, which is very important concept of this text mining, has also been implemented here. uh, so this was the only problem statement I just wanted to discuss with you. And for this, these are the solutions that have been used by me: data pre-processing, then aggregation, predictive analytics, and these are the steps of the actually text mining which we use, and visualization. So that's it from my end. I am open to the questions, and I'm so sorry for uh, the things that happened in between, because my throat is also not at all that good. So just try to take a break for 1 or 2 minutes in between. I'm sorry for that. I'm open to the questions if there are any.
Madam, good evening, madam.
Good evening.
Actually, there are some questions from the chat box. I am reading
Okay,
from.
I'll just check them.
Yeah, I will read out, madam. Text mining, how the text mining will be used for map reducing programming technique. Like that, there is some question.
Just a minute, let me check.
And others who want to ask questions, they can raise their hand and like on their mics.
About just a minute. I'm just going one by one. So I'm checking the questions. NLP useful for cybersecurity? Yes, why not? To be very frank, cybersecurity is not really my area. But then the thing is here, when you talk about the cybersecurity for the when they talk about the banking frauds, okay, or something like that, yes, the text mining is the NLP is useful there and indirectly text mining. But then cybersecurity is not my area, so maybe I will not be able to do that. I will not be able to tell you this. Then how far the MapReduce programming is applied in text mining? To be very frank, whenever we want to do the analysis, okay, then that time we can do it by using obviously MapReduce when the data is quite big, okay, and we are applying MapReduce techniques onto it. But by using text mining, we can understand how is the type of that data is, okay, and whether we are able to mine that particular data which is in the textual format. Because suppose if I'm talking about the word count problem, okay, because when we talk about the big data and MapReduce and Hadoop, there is one problem which we come across generally, and that is nothing but the word count. So if I'm talking about the word count, in addition to that, I want to find it out what is the meaning that is coming out from the words that are used in that particular text. Okay, then that time the text mining can be useful very surely. I hope I solved the doubt.
One more question is descriptive and diagnostic.
Just a minute, I'm trying to see that question. What is the question? I'm not able to see
Just
that.
on
They
top
are
of that.
asking the difference between prescriptive, diagnostic.
Okay. Okay, prescriptive and diagnostic. Okay, so here when you talk about the prescriptive, this whatever the suppose I gave the example before some time that how would be the summer this year, or chalo, how would be the winter this year. Okay, currently we are in the winter season. Okay, so by looking at the average of last 2, 3, or maybe number of weather models, they come to the conclusion that okay, this in this manner the weather would be. Okay, so we always feel that predictive and prescriptive are quite similar. Okay, but there would be a prescription, there would be a description that okay, because of we saw that over the period of time, we saw the winter or summer or whatever season up till now in so and so manner, there are chances we are going to get it in this particular manner. Okay, so that is prescriptive. But when you talk about the the diagnostic, here we are talking about suppose in this particular winter, how many what the woolen clothes would be bought by the people. But obviously it is dependent on how is the winter season this year. Okay, so and accordingly we get it. So suppose if you are talking about say Amazon orders or Uniqlo, okay, so they are popular for their Uniqlo is a company which is popular for their woolen clothes, okay, generally in this particular season. So they show you such type of clothes only which are useful to you in this particular season, and other clothes are not shown to you whenever you are using their apps. Because I'm really going through that particular app these days, as I'm in Rajasthan, I'm using such type of clothes. So this is that would be the something like diagnostic. Difficulty students teaching NLP, it required mathematics, how to tackle. Yeah, that's there. At least tell them the different algorithms that are useful. Don't ask them to go into the depth of mathematics that time. Because see, finally you are going to tell them that, see, maths would be required if suppose you want to make this particular field as your maybe profession later. If suppose you tell like that, then they might start learning mathematics or statistics that way. But still, if suppose they are not ready to do that, okay, then at least explain them those algorithms whichever are required for NLP or text mining or machine learning, okay, because these are the and AI also for that matter, okay. Oh, they don't know vector algebra and calculus, etc. Okay, they lack fundamentals. This is the out of syllabus question for me, to be very frank. But at least you can tell them the seriousness behind it, or you can ask them by it. You just go through those YouTube videos. At least you can give them some YouTube videos where these type of concepts, the basic concepts are explained, because these days the students are learning more from YouTube and lesser from us. Okay, so you can tell them, okay, just understand this YouTube video and then try to apply this particular fundamental by using this particular technique for so and so thing. That's a possibility, and you may please check and do let me know surely. Okay, any more questions? I hope I solved the doubt.
I guess, ma'am, everyone liked your session and they understood very well.
Okay, thank you so much.
Um, we would like to give a token of appreciation. This is presented to you, Dr. Madhavi Vaidya, for your contribution to the Faculty Development Program 2025 on leveraging natural language processing for industrial applications, text mining, sentiment analysis, and predictive modeling by delivering a keynote address held on February 3, 2025, enriching the academic discourse and fostering knowledge advancement in this field. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your hard work. It was really a grateful session for everyone present here. We hope to again collaborate with you in the future.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me
so
the
much,
chance
ma'am.
to talk to you all. And I hope it was a session which you must have understood or got the new ideas, or maybe the new direction towards this particular topic. Thank you for giving me the chance and having me here. Finessefleet and Sanjivani University. Thank you so much. I think my
Thank you,
internet
ma'am.
is not that good because I have made my camera on, but I'm not able to see myself.
No, ma'am, your camera's on.
Now it's on. Okay, okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I would request everyone to please leave the meeting if your attendance and the feedback form is filled.